know you one crazy motherfucking wop, man.
Yes, I've heard. That was from the Gotti movie, the real one, with Amanasanti playing Gotti. They did it in 1990-something, I think. And that was a scene in the prison yard, and he meets with a bunch of the black gang. He walks up on himself. He's such fucking cocky Italian. Hey, Chief. Let's take... And this is like 5 black guys just staring at him like the meanest black dude you ever seen. Hey, he goes, I come in peace. He goes, hey, Chief, let's take a walk in my office. And the black guy looks and goes, you one crazy whop. Oh, and he goes, who the fuck you think you are? And he goes, John Gotti. Oh. You know what I say? Hard time is for hard-ons. What are we doing here? We want to do some soft time, right? You take care of this, he tells the guy, you take care of this kid, and you and your fucking friends, you'll get your fucking Coke delivered in the morning, you can toot your brains. Jesus, was he believable. And then they have fucking Travolta do it. Might as well have been Paul Lynde. Welcome to the live lineup. I forgot to say that. I act like it's my network. Where you get my show, all these other great shows see scrolling by, and you can get them for free. And now you get Glenn Greenwald live at 7 right after my show, p.m. Eastern. If you want to watch it all ad-free, sign up for Rumble Premium, and don't forget to download the app. I hear it's great. The apps are great. They're easier than the other way. Today I'll be talking about Trump and a guy from China named Jinping. That's what I call him. He was in South Korea meeting with the president of China. And apparently, guess what? Trump thinks the meeting went great. Did you really think he was going to say anything else? He could have come out with a knife stuck in his neck, missing an eye and a tooth, and went, I think it went good. Went pretty good. Also, Maura's Horror. What's that? Well, Maura Haley, she's a dyke. Nothing wrong with that if they're pretty, but again, she looks like a pulling guard for the Giants in the early 50s. I don't need it. She's the lesbian from Massachusetts, the governor, and she hired a black fella, and he was having drugs delivered to the office, one of the offices of hers. DEI strikes again, and we have footage of a black broad running a cop over in New York on purpose, and then screaming at the cop. And we have a left-wing pussy who got arrested. Remember the guy that tipped over the table at the college campus, the Turning Point table? Remember that jerk-off? Well, he got arrested for threatening Trump's life. So that's what happens when you're losing, when you're getting beat in the arena of ideas, they call it. They do. You fucking resort to violence. Let me tell you something. And my buddy Zook, the late great Zook, would always say, when the law starts turning on each other, in other words, people are attacking the fucking feds and ICE and stuff, and lawyers are against them, and judges are ruling. That's when it falls apart. So I don't give a shit how good things are going. They're asking for a war, because that's all they got left. I don't mean to get on a rant. And happy Halloween, especially you ugly broads. All right. And guys, let me tell you about Halloween around here. This is considered the most haunted city in America. That's what it's called. And, yeah. I live on what they call the most popular street for Halloween because it's called Washington Avenue. And it goes on for miles. And the houses are right next to each other. Nice tree-lined, beautiful suburban street. And it goes on for miles. And me and the wife, I tell you, we went through how many bags of candies? It was in the 40s or 50s, something. She had to go to the store and get more last year, or maybe that was the year before. I can't remember. But they take it serious. And 90% of my trick-or-treaters are black kids. And it's the funnest fucking night of the year. It's fun. They're nice. They're polite. And when they're not polite, you watch their parents fucking, what you say? And then I try to figure out who the daughter is and who the mother is because they're about 3 years difference in age. And I've had some of the funniest moments. I've told this one every year. And a little black kid goes, hey, we have that Pennywise. We set up this thing on our front lawn. And I got the Pennywise, which I didn't know. I just ordered the mask. I didn't know what it was. I like that. It's a creepy looking clown. And a little black kid goes, hey, that's Pennywise. And I go, who's that? And his father looks at me and goes, you ain't got Netflix? I felt so at home. I'm like certified in Georgia. You ain't got Netflix? I loved it. He made me feel like I was hanging out with him, but I knew him. And what was the other story I told you, Dallas? I told you that one. And what was the other fuck one? Huh?
The crack.
Oh. Oh, the mother? Yeah. The mother goes, yeah, we come. She goes, yeah. She goes, yeah, white people come to our neighborhood for drugs. We come here for the candy. How do you answer that? How do you fucking, that should be a quote somewhere. But it's so fun. The kids are fun, you know. And there's only a handful of white kids. Maybe a little more than that, but it's so goddamn funny. And I sit there, it looks like I'm drinking a Diet Coke, but it's half filled with Bacardi. And I'm 3 sheets to the wind. And by the end of the night, I'm lifting the kid's mask up. You fucking ugly, you're under the mask. Fucking Snickers off the... And, you know, and the kid goes, trick or treat, give me something good to eat. And I'm kind of drunk. I go, what do you think my tax money, what do you think those EBD cards come from? And he goes, the government shut down, motherfucker. Okay, take an extra Snickers. All right, take an extra Snickers. You follow the news better than I do. It really is a fun friggin' night. And thanks to the wife and the decorations, people pull up in front of a house like it's a friggin'... And it surprises me because, like I said, this is the haunted capital of America, and there's people with way more shit going on in their front yard. There's people that start working on it like fucking early September. They got haunted houses that are 3 feet high and fucking witches that are falling off their roof. Oh, it's like a movie. I just got a guy. I had a mannequin. We put a head on it and fucking sat it in a chair, and we found some creepy. I'd put it up, but I don't want you to see the house and the address. I don't want to get fucking stabbed in the ass. You know how this show is. Ruins fun. Everything. Anyways, we'll talk about college football too at the end of the show. We're in week 10, Dallas?
Yes.
Week 10.
Well, shit. It is the beginning of the November time.
That's what I'm saying.
October's done.
Week 10. It's college. They don't play 18 games. You know what I mean? They got like 3 more.
Yeah. 3 more weeks.
What the fuck? I look forward to it all year. I don't get it, man. As you get older. Last night, Blue Jays, anybody? Excuse me. Blue Jays are going to win the World Series against the fucking almighty Dodgers with a $1 trillion payroll. Let me tell you, I've never seen a team that just, from top to bottom, they can hit. And not like out, guys you've never heard of. Jimenez, Clemens, and Straw, a guy named Straw. These guys, especially when there's 2 outs and people on base, they put the bat on the ball every time. And then they play airtight. They're fucking Vlad Guerrero. I'm like, yeah, he's good. He's got power and shit. Because he was kind of a chubby fuck. This guy is in great shape. He can almost beat out an infield hit now. He used to be able to get, you had an hour to throw him out at first base. He hit another one last night. Or was that the night before? No, I think it was last night. I can't keep him straight. Anyways, they spanked him again. They're up 3-2. They're a game away from winning it, and I'm pulling for them. Even though they're in our division. Fucking Red Sox, we have to chase that. Yankees aren't even a problem now. Now it's Toronto. But holy moly. Bo Bichette, he's been out since September. Hasn't played in September, in like 2 months. The guy already has he's been up about 9-10 times. He's got like 5 hits. He's a free agent at the end of the year. But Vlad Guerrero's making plays in the field. He's hitting home runs. They have a catcher named Kirk. He's 5 foot. They say 5 foot. I think they say 8. I don't even think he's that. He's 5'8", 245. He's got a bare gut like Babe Ruth. And there's a great story about him. They went to scout another guy in Venezuela, Guatemala, whatever the fuck. I think it was Venezuela. They went to scout another guy, and the scout couldn't take his eyes off this chubby catcher who had a gun for an arm, and he went back to his coaches. He goes, you got to trust me on this. When you see him, you're going to go, what the fuck are you doing? Trust me, this guy can play. Sure enough, he's been an all-star a couple times. He's got 4 or 5 homers in this postseason. Got a cannon for an arm. Look, if you saw him, you're like, he's not fit to be a mailman. You know what I mean? But just a baseball player. They're a very likable team, and I always hated Toronto. I found them very unlikable. But anyways, so the mighty Dodgers, nothing makes me feel happier. You know, ever since the Celtics and fucking Lakers hated, I don't like anything sports-wise from California. You know what I mean? I lived out there. I didn't like it. Who cares about the Angels? And they always get the superstars like Trout. They had Ohtani. And then you get, you know, the fucking LA Rams. I like them better now than I did as a kid. Lakers, PU. Any fucking how. So pull for them. And real quickly, Tuesday, no show because I'm having my pipes scoped. Oh, God, I don't like that. Only time? Swabbed, he said. It's a good way of putting it. They're going to go up there with a friggin' CBS fucking 5K camera. 5K? I don't know, high definition. Anyways, a colonoscopy, which I have to start preparing for. You guys my age know what I'm talking about. On Monday at noontime, I have to start, you know, they have you drinking gasoline and Pennzoil and then washing it down with fucking Miralax and Dulcolax, anything with a lax in it, LAX, the airport, all that shit. And then you start crapping stuff out from third grade. You're like, oh, there's some number 2 pencil and some paste. And Corinne Conway's, her fucking, what do you call it? The girls put their hair up in a Snuggie, or whatever the fuck. What's it called? Scrunchy. You know, I asked Dallas shit like, who was the guy in World War II? Or who played for the Rams? He doesn't know that, but he knows Scrunchy. It's unfucking believable. Excuse me. Yeah, Scrunchy. Anyways, so I got that to look forward to. And then a couple weeks after that, these two going to get yanked. I was so happy because I finished all my gigs in October. I'm like, I get to coast a little bit. Fucking anyways, don't get old, as my father said. And I used to say, well, like I got a choice. Shut the fuck up. Now get back in your wheelchair. No. Let's get on with it, ready? Alrighty. Good news from South Korea, I guess. President Trump announced we have a deal. Shortly after meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping Thursday in their first face-to-face since he returned to the White House. And look at Jinping. He's sort of looking at him with a condescending, look at this asshole. I have to lie to this guy again. Doesn't he have that condescending look on his face like I'm 40 times smart? And you're not. You're really not. You think you are. We're still the superpower. So now fetch me some General Tso's chicken. On the scale of 0 to 10, this is Trump, with 10 being the best, I would say it was a 12. He told reporters on Air Force One after, imagine if he came out shaking his head, tears in his eyes. It must have been a 4. Boy, did I shit the bed. Would he ever say that? Nobody would, but especially him. Anyways, on Air Force One, he was talking to the fucking press, leaving the South Korean Air Base that hosted the nearly 2-hour summit. He said, we have a deal. Now, every year, he says, we will renegotiate the deal, but I think the deal will go on for a long time. Could you be any more positive? And that's how you got to be in life. Again, I don't believe in it. I don't believe in any of that shit. I always hear about God and fate. He's already decided how it's going to go. So what's the matter what I say? Ever think of that? Ever think of that? Just once? You're my kid brother, Mike. Ever think of that? How do you say Cooper Libre? Here's Trump, and this is a very tired Trump. And you can't blame him. This guy is fucking island hopping, country hopping, like he's 28 years old. I couldn't keep up with him if I had a bag of Coke and 2 crack. I don't know how he does it. But this is sort of the end of the trip, I think. And he's talking to a and he's tired. And he sounds, if you hated Trump, you grab this soundbite and go listen to him. China, they're a powerful country. Again, he sounds like me in college when it was an essay or high school and you fill the first 8 lines with bullshit. Yeah. Right? The French-Indian War contained French and Indian people. They threw a rock. And what?
And was a war.
And was a war. As you know, war involves violence. War stands for, like other wars, the Cuban, you make it up, the Cuban Missile Crisis, the War of 1196 A.D., between Goliath and Aurelio Marcus. I'd have so much red ink on my test when I got back, like when I was in elementary school. It looked like somebody bled on it. Your father hit you when you couldn't do multiplication? Mine did. Not hard, but... And I go, maybe I can't do math because you're rattling my brain at age 9, you motherfucker. Here's Trump sound like a real bullshit artist, and you know I love him. I'm just saying, listen to this.
Hello, everybody.
Mr. President.
I thought it was an amazing meeting.
Of course you
He's a great
did.
leader.
He's a
Leader
great...
of a very powerful, very strong country.
Come on, you guys. You know I love him. But a leader of a very powerful, strong country. He sounds like a real fucking... He's exhausted. Look at he fell asleep. Even Biden was laughing at him. Go ahead, Mr. Trump. Tell us more.
And I mean, what can I say? We have, it was an outstanding group of decisions, I think, that was made. A lot of decisions were made, too. There wasn't too much left out there.
You see what I'm saying?
And we've come to conclusion on many very important points, and we'll be handing that to you in a little while. We're having, because there was a lot of different things, many of them very important.
Pause. Many of them very important. Well, you flew halfway around the world. I hope you weren't talking about how we could improve fucking decaf and make better sneakers for the kick ahead.
We're in agreement on
Fried rice.
so many elements, large amounts, tremendous amounts of the soybeans and other farm products are going to be purchased immediately, starting immediately. If you notice, President Xi authorized yesterday for China to start. Did you know that, right? China to start buying.
All right. I can't. He's even bothering me. He said, though, Trump said that Xi agreed to pause for a period of 1 year Beijing's new export restrictions on products made with rare earth critical minerals, which could have impacted the global supply of high-tech magnets, batteries, semiconductors, vibrators, ladies.
我们之前说过91号是谁手上有？
See, I thought he was out of line with that, but Trump let it slide. Trump also said, he goes, in a meeting, 1 out of 10 being the best, I'd say it was a 12. And then he said this.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
And he shut the door on the plane. The breakthrough averts Trump's threatened 100% additional tariff on Chinese goods, which would have taken effect on November 1st, in protest of the export restrictions, which required companies to seek special permission for shipments. There's no roadblock at all on rare earth, he said. It's a 1-year deal that I think will be very routinely extended. Now, why would you... All right, I'll save it for the end. Trump said Xi also agreed to renewed crackdown on fentanyl exports, and that the U.S. in turn, if he cracks down on fentanyl, would reduce the 20% fentanyl tariff on Chinese goods to 10%, bringing the average tariff on Chinese goods from 57.6 to 47.6, and slightly lower than the 50% rate currently being applied to Brazil and India. So they'd be paying less than Brazil and India. Oh, it's a good. That sounds Japanese. Louis got me all fucked up with that. You finish? You know finish? No, finish now. You don't finish. In subsequent Truth Social posts, Trump said China also agreed that they will begin the process of purchasing American energy. Why? They open a friggin', and they're probably still doing it, they open a coal mine, a day over there. Purchase American energy. In fact, a very large-scale transaction may take place concerning the purchase of oil and gas from the great state of Alaska. Many of the core agreements were known in advance after U.S. and Chinese negotiators hammered out a framework understanding during discussions in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. You know who's sitting right next to Trump at the meetings? Fucking our boy Rubio, with that serious look on his face. That motherfucker is so intense. He's so fucking... I think he'd make a good one, too. President did not say if the pending deal to transfer control of TikTok to the U.S. was discussed or finalized during the talks. And he also confirmed that Taiwan was not discussed at all. That's fine. But do you really believe, Mr. Trump? I know you have to. You're our president. You got to put a smile on the. You can't believe the guy's going to do what he said. I mean, I know he lied to Biden, but who wouldn't? Is what you're saying. But, dude, this is what they do. I saw a guy say on TV, a great analogy. We don't want to be Charlie Brown when he tries to kick the football when Lucy's holding it. Yeah. That I thought was a perfect metaphor, or whatever you want to call it. I'd like to believe all that shit's going to happen, but they're what we call cagey. Didn't they have something to do with the origins of COVID? Didn't they? Now you want me to believe they're going to be our friends. Well, it's just us. I can't. They might do it for a little while and shit. They make billions as far as fentanyl goes, whatever. Maybe they'll have to. Maybe they think Trump, maybe Trump's proved himself. I just don't. Just the look on Jinping's face. He's looking at him like he's Curly from the Stooges. That's it, folks. If you want to watch the whole show live and free, go to Rumble and sign up for free. And while you're at it, go to nickdip.com for tour dates and merch. We'll see you guys next time.
Hi. Good night, everybody.